We're gonna have to test our setup. I'm not sure which mic is working, so we're gonna do both starting off. We were originally planning to play Tactics today, but a friend of mine pointed out that Pax Day released today. So we're gonna check that out. That's probably why it was taking me so long to get set up too. Then where's the window? Yeah. There we go. Oh. I think I'm a little off yet. Off to a good start. Got some errors. I don't know what my login info is. Uno momento. Oh, it freaked out my camera too. Any better? Are we live? Alright, I think we're back. So, I don't know my login. So we gotta figure that out first. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. So I don't have it there. That's so funny. All right, we're gonna have to test our setup here in a sec. Hopefully you can still hear me. Test, test. Yeah, mic's going. Okay. So OBS is going strong for the moment. I gotta hunt down my Pax Dei license. I thought it would be on Steam, but I guess not. Maybe I need to create an account? I have no idea what this is. I checked that account. So I found my original purchase, which was last summer of last year. And I checked that account and it didn't take. So what am I missing? Okay, so the game is loaded. Yeah, shard list. Can I share? How do I share just my screen? I guess I could technically do display capture. Window capture, maybe? Let's try it. Select a window. And then we want that version of it. Okay, and then that's probably good enough because we're just trying to do something quick and dirty. So the 1.0 release of Pax Dei is just around the corner, and we're talking about shards. So I want the North American Selene shard, public test shard. With your new phase of Pax Dei in the horizon, we want to give you more things. We teamed with our partners. Here's a chance to win. That does not help me. October 16th, which is in 2 days. Yep, founders are active now. If you own a founders pack, is that what I bought? Yep, I bought a founders pack. That is correct. We encourage you to take advantage of the head start. Everything will be reset, which makes sense. Early access Steam, Epic Store, and GeForce Now. 2 modifications. Game Pass. That's exciting. So it'll actually be on Game Pass. That's huge. And then Wednesday, October 1st, we'll be decommissioning the Pax Dei launcher, which I was not on. I got mine through Steam. Pax Dei launchers will receive a Steam key. That's fine. How do I play Pax Dei 1.0 as a new player? That is on the 16th. What happens to early access players? You do not need to purchase the game again. You already own it. It will be based on the founder's pack you purchased. You'll keep your character slots, cosmetic recipes, and be granted 1, 2, or 4 plot tokens, depending on your founder's pack. 2 days ahead of time. You can invite a friend along to November 16th. That's huge. So we can give an extra copy on Pax Day. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. keep playing for free or with a subscription. Whether you're a newcomer or founders with the free month subscription, it is over. You can continue to play for free without a plot or retain your plot. Yeah, dedicated FAQ. Keep paying for free or subscription. Community celebration. Development continues. Patch notes. And this is autumn content from September. Important tokens are not required, only to place new plots, such existing. So plot management tokens. Okay. If you did not log in since early August, then you've not received any tokens yet, and you'll need to log in within 6 days after maintenance. Ensure your tokens are kept, your plots active. If you do not log in to receive your tokens after 6 days of following maintenance, your plots will be removed from the world and any items. Yeah, so this got wiped anyway, so that's not a big deal. This is more notes. These are more EA things. Phases. Yeah, these things have already happened because we're back to December. Okay, let's just start it back up and see what happens. So we can kill that. Show that. Frequently asked questions, day 1 release. If you already have the game installed, you may have a small patch to download, but you don't have to download the whole thing. Can I still buy a Founders Pack after release? No, they're only available to October 6th. So US East, Selene, continue. Oh. So apparently, instead of doing everything I just did trying to troubleshoot, I just needed to let the error happen and re-log in, and it auto-logged in, which is what I thought. I didn't think it had anything. Okay. So let us get the stream side of things set back up. Okay, so that's 1. This will be 2. This will be 3. All right, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Let me test to make sure you guys can hear me. X. Better, worse, 1, 2. Okay, we got the right mic working. We'll have to see if that gets interrupted like it did yesterday. Okay, so far so good. Now I can actually focus on gameplay instead of troubleshooting. Is there a breakdown or logic to any of this, or are these just all pre-mades? I'm guessing it's girl top, boys bottom. Interesting. So there's this guy. This guy. I kind of like the Viking guy. Or whoever this version would be. There is so much detail. Oh, funny, they have mustaches and beards separate. Yeah, there you go. Gotta make them a little different, right? Honestly, that's not too bad. Thin out the brows a little bit. Nah, we don't need makeup. Do we need guy liner? Ooh, very, very Egyptian. Alright. I'd ask for votes, but there's not a lot of you on watching right now. So, can we do... Yeah, I want muscular and tall. Ooh. Slim versus small. That's kind of crazy looking, actually. I kind of like the... it's slim and small, though. That's supposed to be muscular, large, slim, small. It's crazy how much definition there is. I guess we'll go with muscular. Alright, gotta keep it the same, right? Only the first letter could be uppercase, that's fine. 2 to 13, no spaces, simpler number. Oh, or number, that's gonna be challenging. No 3 shadow 3. And then what did... I'm trying to meet up with a friend that's gonna play, so I'm trying to think of what he sent me. So I think it was Province Marie. And then he picked Ardbog. Play now. Your journey begins. A living world awaits, shaped by those who dare to dream. Every story is different. Yours takes root in the choices only you dare to make. It begins with a hearth of your own, making a home of where your story can endure. Hopefully things translated to my account. That's the only thing I'm really afraid of, because you can't really do a whole lot without a plot. And if my buddy's not on, then I don't know how far we're going to get. Oh, I thought we were waiting for it to load. There's a next button. Homes that endure. From a humble hut grows a homestead. From homesteads, villages rise. Your home becomes a lasting legacy woven into the land, visible to every traveler who passes. Every blade, every cloak, every potion you craft by someone like you, master a craft, trade your wares, and leave your mark on the world where ingenuity and enterprise is rewarded. So this is what I'm most excited for. When I last played, it was before the markets and economy patch was in. So I'm hoping they fix some of this, some of the issues I was hitting. Into the wilds. Beyond your walls lie untamed forests and forgotten ruins. Brave them to uncover the secrets and force what stirs in the shadows. Sorry, my voice is giving out from the day. Beyond the wilds, power is claimed in open fields and towering strongholds. Lords rise and castles fall, alliances forge and fracture. Join the fray and chart your own path, but know that the war shaped the fate of the realms and the stories told those who fought them. So I think this is for sure a sandbox MMO. I think almost all sandbox MMOs end in some kind of PvP formula where you have crafters fueling the PvP wars, and the PvP wars like breaking or using items, and then back to crafters you go. Bonds that last. Allies are your strength, your shield, your partners in prosperity. The friendships you forge here can last a lifetime. And in the end, it is those bonds and the legacy you can carve together that will be remembered. All right. I do have to adjust my volume once we get into. Welcome to Pax Day. You are in a Petra Dei area inside a home valley. Home valleys are relative safe and are ideal for building your home. Here you'll find the resources needed to start crafting along with enemies to fight for loot. That's interesting. In a home valley. This is all new, so I'm really curious to how this is going to play out. Don't show tutorials? No, we want the tutorials. The Pax Dei area provides, or the Petra Dei area provides all of the basic crafters you'll need to get started, plus some storage space. Look for the altars with candles. It is your secret stash. Oh, look for the altars with candles. Nice. As you progress, you will place a plot to build your own crafters and unlock more advanced crafting. Yeah, that's the system I'm used to, is the plot system. Look for Genesis and wood nearby, so just stone and wood. You'll need them to craft your first tools, which are required to harvest resources and place your plot. The world of Pax Dei is made of 5 provinces. 4 of them have home valleys where you can build in relative safety. Each home valley has a Petra Dei. By visiting a Petra Dei, you will unlock it as a fast travel destination accessible directly from the map. That's cool, there's fast travel now. After closing the tutorial, press M to open the map of the province where you are. Check the Petra Dei locations and begin exploring the world. Okay, so it says hit map. So this map is bigger than it looks. And then I'm curious what all this means. Is there a legend? That opens chat. What does all this do? So P is just that. I go to my account? You guys see this? You do not. Okay, so it has me logged in under my Steam linked. And it's saying I don't have any active subscriptions. Manage your subscription. See available plans. Invite a friend to Pax Day, so that's nice. There's some account security info I can update. Yeah, so it has linked account, my Steam account, which is what I want. But not interesting. So I wonder if this is like beta. So what's the price point? So premium status, what is this? Renews automatically every month. Each subscription plan grants 1 month of premium status, maximum of 12 months. Premium status grants a bunch of boosts. If the plan you selected contains one or more plot tokens. Woof. So they want $4 a month, $7 a month, or $11 a month. What was my original purchase include? It doesn't say. I'm gonna have to play with this off camera. I don't want to slow us down any. So can I, like, no items to redeem? Right, that's the next thing I was thinking of. Either you have not built anything, had no items in your inventories before the wipe, or you redeemed all of your items already. Oh, I didn't realize if I kept taking my items, I could have kept building. Okay. I did build stuff once upon a time ago, but it's been a long time. Okay, so character, welcome back, Grace. Account, a free copy of Pax Dei for your friend. F7. View Grace. What is Grace? Grace is an ethereal, account-bound currency. How do I use it? Grace represents a God-given power to perform miracles for yourself or those you care about. Miracles grant powerful abilities, bonuses, and utility. How do I access my miracles? You can access your miracles by using the following key, H, and only accessible in world. How do I obtain grace? Every day you visit the world of Pax Dei, your presence channels grace in the essence of your soul. Additionally, you can perform offerings of grace menu and sacrifice some of the treasure and thereby earn additional grace. Oh, interesting. So additionally, you can perform offerings in the grace menu to sacrifice treasure and thereby earn additional grace. That's interesting. I wonder how useful that is. Oh, here we go. Settings. Okay, you can see this. Overall quality, medium is fine. Yeah, I guess 120. I don't want to unlimit it. Streaming distance I do want higher though. Main volume is fine. Let's do music down a bit, sound effects, UI, ambient volume, something like that. That's fine. Oh, do I want to invert the mouse at all? No, that's probably fine. It's third person. First person I try to invert. Okay, item power. They finally introduced this. That's good. I was hoping they were gonna do item power. So we're looking for stone and wood for almost everything, if I remember correctly. Map. That's fine. Repairs, recipes, map. Clans, clans. Youthful I was, traveled alone, but found myself lost. Wealthy I felt when a person met one's greatest joy is another. Ancient Fey chant. It must be social. Ooh, skills. Okay, so everything's level 1 right now. Oh, and they even broke apart light, medium. Oh, wow, they really broke this apart. I think some of the things in the equipment stuff used to be a little more combined. Oh. I wanted to read that pop-up, but it double-clicked for whatever reason. Heartland Markets. No items for sale. Select a node to perform an offer to gain grace. Grace wheel resets in 9 hours. I guess we can just save up. So what's info? Here we go. What is a market stall? Market stalls are player-built structures that let players trade items and resources for gold even when the seller is offline. How can I sell my items? From the market interface, you can select an item or a stack of items and do a sale. How can I edit my sell order? How do I buy items? Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. How do I cancel a sale? By clicking on the mark at the top of the menu, you'll see a list of your active orders. Okay. Alright, well, I guess just start playing and we'll see if the plot... here we go. So, cast free. Petra May. The eternal path was remaining since your region of... Okay, so cooldown an hour. That must be harking back. Summon my body, each one, mine, so I think that's when you die. Summon friend's body, that's when they die. That's kind of cool, so you can up a thing. Increase yield. Oh, that's cool. So you can increase yield, increase levels. Do a general. Okay. So that's H. So what does 1 do? Oh, you just start with magic? Abilities on cooldown. Alright, well, I didn't mean to cancel it by using it. I meant to just cancel it. So what is this? So you just get wooden arrows. I don't need more slots. We don't have a bow. Okay. Nothing there. Crafting, recipes and skills. Crafting in Pax Dei uses multiple crafting skills and recipe progressions. You get crafting recipe every time you craft an item. You can unlock additional recipes by progressing your crafting skills and finding new items to unlock recipes. Yeah, so you either get a new recipe through leveling up, or you find a new thing to help you unlock more recipes to help you level up. All the recipes you currently can be found in the journal. Press J to access the journal. Yeah, and we can search as needed. Spinning wheel. Yeah, so they give you the basic versions of everything, which is really nice. Ah, that's just the table. Or a stool. Place to sit. Alright. Alright, that's pretty cool that I can pull up the menu and you guys can't see it, so that's nice. Could not... Oh, so we need a felling. Okay. So if I remember correctly, we can do that. Probably campfire? No, that's food. Armor, workbench, weapon, maybe? That's bronze. We don't need anything that strong. Pickaxe, maybe? That's mining. There you go, stone axe. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I don't have the ability to pick it. I have to find wood and stone. You're leaving the safety of the Petra dye area. Now's a good time to craft a weapon and a bit of safety. Look for Genesis and Tree Branches craft. Craft your first items. You can use the grace you accumulated to craft miracles. Press H to access the miracle menus. Once you start exploring, the important miracle to know is the Petra May, which allows you to speed travel back home. You get free grace every day and can get more with gold, which you can use to loot enemies. So that's pretty cool. So I'll have to see if that's to use it or lose it. The wood you pick up is make use tools. After you're closing this tutorial, hit the tab and look for the hammer icon for crafting. Make yourself a spear. Yeah, and then you gotta make yourself a hammer for construction. So some of that I'm already familiar with, and plus, even if you weren't, you can't do things like that. I think this is somebody's... Nope, this is just still the freebie area. That's interesting. Okay, so we got wood. We're looking for a rock. Let's see if we can get this back up and running. Oh wow, so somebody did already start crafting. Yes, these are the beehives. These are chests. I wonder if, when they did a previous wipe, if they just got to keep all their stuff. I'm starting from the beginning, because it's been a couple of wipes since I've last played. So really, we're just trying to get familiar with the area. Oh, and it just lets you collect clay. That's huge. So just like any crafting game, you can collect as much as you can carry, but you will eventually run out. So you need some kind of storage system and home to start building everything. If I remember correctly, clay was a bottleneck and stone was a bottleneck. Oh, nice. Flower pot unlocked. Rainbow, whatever that is. Get some reeds going. Do I want to start running anywhere in particular? Oh, here we go. Tons of wood. Clay. Ooh, what is this? Periwinkle. Nice. Get some more recipes. So yeah, so this is kind of how the game goes. You just kind of explore and touch stuff. And you get to get more recipes, and then we can kind of decide what we want to do once we get a kind of a stack of stuff. It's like we're not even halfway on our carrying. So we just kind of want to explore and see what's out here, see what they've changed. Just as a reminder, everything you build or place is completely within your lot boundaries. Oh yeah, can I place a plot? Did it go over that at all? Okay, so it's saying recipes are unlocking. How do I place a plot down? I'm just curious if I have one. If not, I'll have to figure that out.
Build a website you love.
Trying to mute the ads. Yikes. So what's the... Oh, is it just in controls? Is that faster than me trying to watch something? That's different. Credits, unstuck, log out. So exit, log out, and unstuck is not it. Credits not it. So settings, maybe? Controls. Toggle, walk, run. Let's not do that. That actually did toggle my numlock. I'm seeing what's not in use, so I know what key binding I can use. Really, crafting isn't a button? Okay, let's use divide. Yeah, numlock. There we go. That works. Jump. Miscellaneous. Combat. Interactions. Plan is social, so O is social. Race, market notification, redeeming queue. Maybe I have to go through part of the tutorial first before it'll show. Hey, Sage! I was lucky. Oh yeah, stone. So it's good that we're finding clay. We may need to venture out for stone. Then we can go back and start crafting some stuff. Let me grab... Yeah, more tree branch. I'm just grabbing some water. Oh, that's crazy that somebody put a public market down for a plot and then people just gutted it. Alright, I don't think I need more reeds at this point. I mean, I might. I don't remember the ratios of how much of what I need to build. Can I just hold the button down? I can't. That's the one downside of this game. It's just, I wish you could just hold the button down to pick up everything. Oh, interesting. So I have to hold shift? Oh, so there's like a walk, a run, and a sprint. That's interesting. I don't remember that. I just remember there being like a move slow and a move fast. Now there's like a move medium. So still can't really create some of the things that I want. Curious what happens when we run out of stam. Yeah, so it just makes you move medium. That's interesting. Okay, so that's more advanced crafting. That's the Genesis that we're looking for. We can craft a pointy stick. So this is the Pax Dei crafting system. If you're on the left, you fail. If you're on the right, you pass, and then it's an attempt per bar. I think you could technically level off of that. I want that. How do you view levels? No item to redeem. How do I look at skill? Do any of my skills increase? I guess it'd be weapon. Oh, it did! It increased by 17. So it does increase a little. How do we equip? Oh, but you have to carry it on you. That's interesting. Is there a way to view, like, my dude? So there's a plain tunic. That's all I got. Okay. So apparently weapons are the only thing I have to carry. Okay. Is there... Says I got some bonuses. I guess let's just start running in a straight line, maybe? Tab. Yeah, this is like somebody's home. Yeah, Zayle's Griffin Chest, private. Some more sapwood. The this finally... Nope, that's not what we're looking for. What is this? Ooh, more clay. Periwinkle's fine, we just don't need it right now. Yeah, what's in here? Nice, it's just kind of like a little area. More of a little ruin over there. Yeah, so we can make wooden arrow, wooden shield, which I think we'll actually make. So this might actually fail. See? There it goes. There it goes, and it succeeded. So I had a chance of failing there, hence the red. So if it would have failed one more time, it wouldn't have crafted. So can you then equip it as well? Oh, nice. Right-clicking also equips, so I don't have to hit E every time. Okay, but we don't have any of the Genius. However that word is pronounced. I'm not good at Latin roots. Find a clan. Yeah, so I wonder if these are just a bunch of early game clans. Map. There's not really any kind of markers. Okay, I guess we just continue exploring. Oh, did not. I want to go down. I guess I could go inland instead of outland. Can I go this way? Is there a specific tutorial to do? More clay. Clay is always good. What is this? Is this flint? Ooh, flint rock. I think flint is kind of one of those categories where you don't need a ton of it, but if you have none of it, you're in trouble. Okay, so you can climb. That's good to know. Just more flint rock. I was hoping for rock. Did we hit, did not hit a stack yet. We're just at 25. Is it just more reeds? Are these any kind of plants? More rain lilies? Interesting. Ooh, flax seeds. That's interesting. Everything's interesting. It's a new game. Ooh, don't want to fall. Or maybe I do just to test to see what our one heal does. Hey, here we go. Crafting and Genius. The stone you picked up is great for making tools. After closing the tutorial, press tab to access the main menu and look for the hammer icon to access inventory crafting. For example, you can craft an axe to chop trees and gather wood. Forever gathering wood. You can get more stone and other materials with mining. Use the inventory crafting to make yourself a pickaxe. Yeah, that's actually what I'd recommend doing, is pickaxe first, because you need the stone to make the other tools. Stone, copper, tin, and other material nodes can be found in the nature around you. Mining iron requires a better pickaxe, and search for copper and tin to get started with bronze. So first thing we're going to do is collect all the stone. And then it said we can hit tab. There you go. So construction hammer is 1. Axe is 1. Pickaxe is 1. So let's just craft a bunch of this. Alright, so we got a pickaxe. We get a construction hammer, which allows us to actually make everything else. Building hammer and plots. Building hammer acquired. This is your most important tool in Pax Dei. Move the hammer to the bottom hotbar in the inventory and press the corresponding key to equip it. Then press the right mouse button to access the building menu. The building hammer allows you to place a plot where you can then build crafters. Choose your plot carefully. Yeah, choose your plots carefully because it's like building a house. You can't really move it once it's down. You can also connect plots, which hopefully we can show today. Because me and a friend of mine are going to try to meet up and see if we can get, like, I think he has a couple plots, I have a couple plots. We'll try to mash them together. Okay, so this is saying Q is spear. Oh, so this is interesting. So combat is QRF and 1 through 3 with control. That's interesting. So the building stuff is now 4 through 0. That's a new change. Very cool. Okay, so let's put the hammer. So I want stone pickaxe, stone axe, which I don't think I crafted yet. So you don't have as much. I thought we had a whole other row of stuff yet. Nice, my weaponsmithing's growing already. Okay, so that we got stone pickaxe, stone axe, and then hammer. Use the... Yep, we want skinny. We want it all. Ooh, thank goodness that didn't fail. Crude skinning knife. Stone pickaxe. We're just going through the checklist. Pointy stick, wooden shield. Perfect. I'm really glad that didn't fail, because I would have been out of stone. So a friend of mine says if you're interested in doing controller layout, the Steam community's got your back. I'm playing keyboard and mouse just because I don't want to troubleshoot that on day one. Alright, so he's going to go stream football. And then he'll be back on. So hopefully we can meet up before the stream is over. I usually end stream at midnight. 12 EST. A little before that, just because I try to get to bed on time. So what is this? So silver fir sapling. Too hard. Oh, woodcutting hardness 2. That's huge. Beforehand, they wouldn't tell you. Yeah, hardness 0. Nice. Oh, that's huge. Sapwood still? Is that what we have? Is there a sort? I don't know if there's an auto sort or not. But we don't have nearly as much as I thought we did. Split one drop. Control Alt Shift. I'm just trying different button combinations to see if there's a sort. Is there one in here? That's not the right button. There's the right button. Settings, controls. Return to walk mode when stopped? Definitely not. Camera relative targeting is fine. Mouse sensitivity. It could be a little more sensitive, to be honest. Sprint is fine. Jump. Movement feels good. Auto run. Y. Remember that. So Y is auto run. In fact, that's what I wanted that to be. Show hide UI, we don't really care about. Wheelable ability, target self. Interact is fine. So crafting, grace, and markets doesn't have the buttons. What's C then? Emote? That's interesting. Why isn't crafting C? Yeah, and I don't see sort, which is crazy. Maybe it's only on storage. Like, not the storage you have, but the storage you put down. So hardness level 2. Okay. So let's keep moving. What is this hardness level? You're nothing. You're hardness level 3. You're 2. Yeah. Angelica extract. It's so cool to discover new stuff. Okay, so birch 2 is too hard. But this is 0 birch. Oh, that's why I don't remember the stamina system for running, because you use the stamina system for everything else. Okay, let's not fill up on wood. We could use one more stack. And we're about to level, so let's see what happens when we level. Yeah, you get a little XP per chop, which is really nice. Yeah, too hard, so I'll stick to the skinny trees. Yay, level 2. Alright, we're actually gonna drop one. Resin's fine, Angelica's fine. So we're gonna need more stone. We might have to dump some flowers, because we just have a ton. I don't want to get rid of too much reed, because I think that's more needed. I think we have periwinkle already. Yeah, sage I don't think we have. If I have to drop the 2 reed, I can. What does this do? Nothing. Okay, so you can't mine yet. More clay. I don't think I need more flint rock. That's nothing. That's the one downside of games with such high graphics and low boundaries, is it's like, what can you pick? So we may need more reeds, but I can't carry much more on me. We don't need more flint. Let's get out of here. I think we got everything in this area. Let's continue on the road. Ooh. I'll take sage, though. On the road again we go. Ooh, can we do... I'm looking for rocks. I'm like, seeing is there... I'm looking for rock, and I'm looking for E on that rock so we can see if we can mine it. And then I'm trying to save stamina, because I remember you use some stamina for sword and board, which we're doing spear and board currently. Not because that's a preference, just because that's just what we have. And then is there anything else I can really make? Oh no, but we didn't do construction hammer. Claim a plot. Before building houses, consider to claim a plot. So menu. Build a home by claiming a plot in the world. When a new plot is placed, it will consume a token. A token secures your plot in the world for a month. You can see the amount of tokens you have in the upper left corner of the game. Plots will default to auto-renew, meaning that once a plot time is spent, it will attempt to consume an available token to extend it by 1 more month. Oh, so that's cool. So I don't have to burn both plots. I can just bank my tokens. You can choose to turn this feature off in case you want to have a more manual control of the use of your tokens. Be mindful of how many plots you have compared to how many tokens you use each month to ensure you can continue to secure the claim of the world. If a plot time is exhausted without being renewed, it will be frozen, so it's not auto-deleted. That's cool. You cannot build on a frozen plot, and after 3 days without getting renewed with a token, a frozen plot will be removed from the world. Okay, so it is basically deleted immediately, but you get a little bit of grace time in case you're like a day off or something of that effect. Okay, so I didn't lose my tokens. I have 2 tokens, which is what I think I had in the early access was 2 plots. What does 6 do? 6 is my little skinning knife. Is that anything like damage-wise, or is this just used to skin skill? 1 out of 0. That's kind of funny. So I could do damage, but I don't want to. So how does that work? Do I just do 0? Oh yeah, you can just hit the numbers. Let's do that. Onwards we go. Alright, now we can auto-run. I should have been doing that from the beginning. Getting back into the swing of things. Let's see if we can run. So clay is by rivers, and we have a bunch of clay already. So let's run towards the woodland a bit, because we're really looking for stone. Stone, I think, is going to be our bottleneck right now. This might be it. Yeah! Mining hardness of 0. I love it. Lead. I don't remember lead being in the game. Oh, and silver? Oh my gosh. The premium 50% is definitely already starting. So I ran out of stamina, and if you notice, the 50 stamina didn't even fully get a full deposit. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I gotta dump something. We want to get rid of... what? Clay, resin, the very bee palm, that's stone. So we can get rid of these reeds, that's fine. These stack at all? No. I could have actually gotten more flint, that's kind of nutty. Anything that we only have a single stack of, I don't want to get rid of. So I think we get rid of periwinkle. We'll get rid of 2 stacks and see what we got left. So Maginite? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what half this stuff is. Oh, I picked up the periwinkle again. I picked up new periwinkle, apparently. That's funny. It's such a pain to see, like, what you've dropped sometimes. Okay, let's try this again. So, how do you get around the stamp? So you start off with 50 stamina. I think as you cook, you can get more stamina, but it's temporary stamina. But it's really good for stuff like this, so you don't do what I just did and you're playing inventory management, trying to get your stam together. Alright, while we're waiting... clay can go there, sand can go there. So we have 2 extra slots. So if I wanted to go back and pick up stuff, I could. That's funny. One hit. Alright, mining level 2. And we're about to hit max stam again. What are we really getting more of? So here you go. So blueberry gets you more health and stam for 10 minutes. So if we ever get into a fight or something, we may want to eat some blueberries. I can't get this stone, which is interesting. That some stone is clickable, some stone isn't. Okay, so this is the clickable stone. This is the non-clickable stone. Clear as mud. So, if this is the stam bar, and that's the health bar, I'm guessing the blue 100's your mana bar? But I don't remember ever getting spells previously. I remember they were really hard to get. Alright, we're gonna eat some blueberries. So this was... magnetite. Just a rare drop, apparently. So how do we eat? Oh, just E. Okay. Is there any other... Blizzard stone. Okay, so we got another rare drop. That's flax fiber. Let's drop a reed then. I kind of want to drop the wooden arrows too. I don't know how rare those are. Nice. Okay, so now how much stam do we have with one blueberry? 70. Let's see if that's enough to clear one. I remember needing sand, but I don't remember if we need it right away. Garnet? Another new thing I don't know. I wonder if it's used for jewel crafting or something. Nice! Okay, so we have a full amount. Dang, we only have one more slot left. I know we got silver ore and lead down here too. Oh, so these are... Nice, so these are bag slots, but also numbers. That's good to know. More sand, more garnet. It's funny, garnet I know is a stone, but always reminds me of Final Fantasy IX as well. Level 3 mining. Let's go. Okay, we don't really need more wood. I love the little timer slot for food. That's really helpful. Okay, let's keep moving on. So I'd love to do more things like hunting, skinning, woodworking, that kind of stuff, but we really need to put a plot down because we can't store anything. Now, can I hit the button here? No, it says I have to hold. Oh, so it does do it. So if I take my hands off of it and start it, it'll just keep going. That's huge. So the only time you really have to mash the button then is if you're collecting individual nodes. Okay, that's really good. I remember chopping used to be a nightmare because you used to have to hold it. Now I just gotta wait for Stan. Nope, that one didn't work. But that one did, okay. Now if we just wait and do our one last one. So we're running out of space already. I don't know if I want to drop anything. Maybe another stack of periwinkle? Maybe wood, just because it's so plentiful. I only have 2 stacks of wood. Let's do another stack of periwinkle, since we seem to find quite a bit of it. What location are we at? Marie Alborg, Grasslands. ARDBOG. Okay, so that gives me an idea of where we're at on the map. Okay, let us go. Continue to go inwards. Where are we at on the map? This is interesting, so you can fragment it by quite a bit. So we're looking for what, where? How do I zoom out? Oh, that is zoomed out. Okay, so there's water. There's water. I think we're going to look somewhere around in here. North of down. So let's see how far I can get without dying. So this is a place where we can go. Can you fast travel here? No. And no. Okay. Let's see if we can run. At this point, we have all the resources we need. And now we just need to plot. So there's a couple different strategies depending how you want to play. I personally like mining. So I like weaponsmithing, blacksmithing, armor crafting more than fighting. I know pretty much anything is lucrative, so like skinning I think actually was the most lucrative just because you need a ton of animal hide, and I think animals are hard to fight, so they're not as easy to mine. But it's just a personal preference at that point, not a lucrative one. Plus, I didn't play during the economy patch, so like I don't really know what's the most lucrative. So this is cool. So this is actually somebody built this. So this is a foundation plus a home. And you can see it says this is Dilla Gaff's simple chest. So this is kind of what to expect when you plot. This looks like maybe one plot. So you get a decent amount, but you just start requiring so many things to build off of that it fills up quick. So back to auto run. So we want to cross the water. We can kill that. Back up. So here's the river, but I don't recommend swimming. I don't think you can really swim across very well. And as you can see, we've been running for a couple minutes and we're still within our one red border area. So these maps are just huge, and they're designed to be so. They're designed to be lots of people roaming all the time. I think in the early access, when it was peak hours, you were competing for nodes. You would see people enough that you would fight over nodes, but not any more than leapfrogging would fix. So typically you just be kind to each other unless there was PvP enabled. And you would just do what they call leapfrogging. So it's like you take a node, I take a node, you take a node, I take a node, and just go back and forth. Even as we're running through, you can still see I'm finding more stone. And we're just not picking it up because we're out of inventory space. So because I want to focus on blacksmithing, I'm seeing what the mountains give us. So I'm seeing if we can find mining nodes to help us get some of that early access grind going. Not early access, early game, sorry. So we want to go more east, I want to say. Is there a better road? Yes, there is a road. We just got to climb up still. Okay, perfect. I didn't know if it was better to run up and turn around or run over. What is this? Are these anything? No. Oh. Death is all around us in the mountains. You can see it's getting a little hairy with me trying to climb up things. That it's very easy to kind of scooch a little too far one direction or the other. You also want to be careful because these stone areas will sometimes have enemies around them. They're not always player built. Sometimes they're like story progression kind of stuff. Okay, so what is this? Copper deposit. That's what I wanted to see. Do I have inventory? I do. We're going to try to grab as much of this as we can on our way to plotting. I bet I'm out of stamina. This is going to be a while. So where am I at while we're waiting? Oh, I'm out of blueberry juice. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Can I hit map while it's mining too? Oh, okay. Let's try that again. I don't know if I ran out because I hit map or because it stopped mining. Alright, so auto mining. Nice, you can map while auto mining. Don't hit me, boar! Whew! Alright, let's test one. What does Breath of Life do? Okay, cool. It's a huge chunk of healing. Okay, so now I have a conundrum. Free for all in 5 minutes. That's nice. Let's get rid of wooden arrow. I think it's just too much. And change that for boar. And that's rough animal hide. Okay, so that's a new category. So boar carcass, I think, gets us cooking. Let's get rid of some reeds. We'll take the rough animal hide. So let's see if we can get... See, I don't know if it's more efficient to try to mine stone before doing copper and then get the copper, because we're not getting a ton of yield. We're getting like level 1C, 2C plus 1s. Yeah, out of stamina again. There's a lake. I'm just trying to map out a good spot. Inventory full. Oh, sand? Did sand peak? It did. Okay, let us stop with the mining then, but we're going to check these. So, copper, copper. What are you? Iron already? Wow. Too hard. Okay. So this already is a good spot. Yeah, so this has everything we want already, including neighbors. Let's go see what this is up here. And if they're not neighbors, we may... Like, if these aren't people's plots, I may plot somewhere. What is all this? Oh, no way. They actually just mark a quarry on the map? Copper... Iron... Oh, this is so huge. Iron... Iron... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna plot, like, here. Can we get to the lake still? That'd be huge if we could. That'd be like our dream spot, basically. What's south of us? Is this like enemies gonna kill us or something? Yeah, what's like a little down here? Can I climb? If I fall down, can I climb back up? Or is it too steep? Those are the things we're testing. So we're climbing down. I'm gonna see what this spot is. Sounds like we got boars. Oh my gosh, this is not what we want. Yeah, that Q ability is no joke. Let's do Breath of Life. Perfect. What did I not get? Animal fat. Sinew. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah, let's not. I'll let somebody else find that. Okay, so is it up here? It seems like we're able to climb up okay. And then we're looking to go this way. Limestone, that's a good find. I just have no space left. So we're just gonna not pick things. Yeah, and so that is an NPC. So we don't want this. I don't really want the boar either. I definitely don't want this fight. I barely handled two. So run away. Bravely run away. Tactical retreat. Okay, so I really liked this half. Yeah, inventory's full. I'm well aware. So I really liked around here. The board get me from up here? No. So we could go higher for a view. We could go down closer to water. Honestly, I like the fact that we're not too far from anything. Oh, it's on cooldown still? Alright. I don't think I can climb up that. What does a plot look like? So if I did 7... Menu. New plot. Place a plot. I think I might want something flatter. Trying to eyeball it. So 7. Menu. Still over 2 tokens. So plot. I could place it kind of like here-ish for the pretty lake view. I want to make sure... Now, what is this? So these are the copper deposits, which we have plenty of. But we don't want... Yeah, we don't want this level of craggy, though. Maybe down a little more. Can we go up, maybe? Up, 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 up. There we go. Oh, because it's unequipped that the ability goes on cooldown. See how close I am to going down? Just 2 boars. And that's without them, like, hitting me half the time. I'm really glad they give you the Breath of Life spell right off the bat. Can we go this way, maybe? I really hope I don't fall. That would be the worst. Oh. So 7 menu plot. Give me an idea of how big this is going to be. So I'm on the right kind of slope. Oh, sure, no problem. So my friend J Monster TV was just saying he's bouncing between Pax Day and football while he's waiting for his football match to start. Or I'm trying to figure out how to place this silly plot. I don't think I want to go that far down. And the idea would be to start on a place and then be able to build up or back. So if this is truly medieval time, I'd want to see if I can build it up on this, but I don't think you can. Oh, come on. I don't want to keep fighting. Maybe we back up a bit. Oh my gosh. Now that's a view. Oh, but we're right on the road. You know what? That's fine. I don't know if there's an advantage or disadvantage to being right off the road or not. Oh, can we go up? It lets me climb on this little dinky rock, but it won't let me climb on this? That's so dumb. Oh, oh! I don't want to fall down that by accident. Okay, will it let me do this? Place plot. It will not! So you gotta be in a little bit. Yeah, so it's right. Because you're on the road, the game doesn't like it. Okay, if I have to pick, then that was the spot I wanted, was over here. So I can either go a little inland and not have a good view. I think we're going to go on the other side of this rock then. That was a critical, really? But no armor, man. Alright. Okay, so that's the quarry we want to be by. Do I want to be up or down? And then we'll just build and say screw it. This is a good enough view, right? So we want 7 place plot. The game will let us place it here. We just got to flatten things out. So we have to figure out, based on our resources, where we want it. We do have trees nearby, so I don't have to worry about cutting and deforesting. Ooh, we can go down just a smidgen. So if we go down, that means we can go up. What does this look like? Ooh, we can even go... Keep falling. I'd like the menu open. Trying to figure out where I want to place buildings. See? And this is the game I don't want to play right here. Oh man, did I screw myself? Okay, let's get out of this menu. Can I... Can we get up? So this is exactly why you don't want to go too low. Just because you don't want to spend the time I just spent there every time debating on going down to the river or up to the mountains. So I think it is wise to stick maybe close to this as a landmark. Sorry for taking up so much time on just this, but it does kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, my headset just reconnected. That was weird. Let me double check stream real quick. It says I'm connected. Yeah, it's still up. I'm gonna mute myself. Yeah, we're still good. We had stream and OBS flake yesterday, so I wanted to make sure we were not having that again happen today. All right, so yeah, why is it so loud? That's better. Okay, so we are going to, I guess, just place it here and then just build up if we can. Choose a plot name. Yeah, it's still so loud. There we go, I found it. My headset flaked. My headset doubled in volume, like went from 20 to 40. Do you have any suggestions for plot names? Yeah, thanks, J Monster. I had OBS flake out yesterday, so I was checking manually again today, just making sure I'm not hitting the same issue twice. I'm looking up plot names to see what we can name it. House Moving Castle, that's a funny suggestion. I wonder if it'll let me do that. So let's see where we're at. I actually might name it Howl's Moving Castle just because I find that really funny, thematic. How? So we'll take apostrophes. But it's not really a moving castle. I wonder if that's not as obvious. Yeah, it's just simply called Howl's Castle. It is referred to as Howl's Cottage in the book. So Howls. So something like that. But that does make it interesting compared to my name, like Liege is at Howl's Castle. That's an interesting reference. Maybe not then. Maybe just something like Camelot. Maybe that's too generic. I do get caught up on naming things sometimes. Maybe I just need to move quickly. Unless there's other castle names. I guess it doesn't have to be a castle. Choose a plot name. Yeah, we'll just call it Loot Liege's Castle then. Can always change the name later. Pfft, okay. Wish I would have heard that sooner. Alright, so... Let me get these pulled back up. So it says, you've placed your first plot. To build on your plot, press the right mouse button and access the building menu. You need to have the resources in your inventory to build. Building is an associated skill. Level it up to get more building pieces. That's cool. You can only build on plots when you have permission to build. Pax Dei features an integrity system. Pieces must be properly supported or they will collapse. When placing a piece, the colored preview shows how well it is supported. Items such as chests and decorations are called props. You can craft most props using crafters on your plot. The basic carpenter workbench is where you want to start. To place a prop, first manufacture it on a crafter and use the construction hammer on the furnishing to build the tab to place it. Okay. So... Can I move a plot once I've built it, or no? Consumes 1 token in 31 days, auto renewal. Edit. Private, public, clan. We'll set it to clan. Release this plot. Releasing plot. This plot will revert to your account and can be placed again in the world however you like. The action will release your plot and everything that's on it. All containers, their contents, and anything else placed on the plot will become public. Built items can be deconstructed by anyone and will slowly decay, finally being deleted. The plot is placed again where any remains of player-made buildings or stand. The plot owner automatically gains control of anything that's left there. Okay. How do we build? So I want building. And I want foundation.
Wall hut. So this is why we needed reeds, because reeds gets you walls. But more importantly, we need foundation. So let's see how much of this I can remember. So let's see if we can get the highest point I think matters. That is technically correct. All right, so see how it's snapping higher? Like there, it snaps there, but then snaps up higher. That's what I was trying to get it to do. How do I delete? Yeah, because it's snapping into each other fine. But yeah, see that where it goes up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Destroy. Okay, so then we're back to 7. Foundation. Build menu. Rotate. Left shift. Snap freeze. Which is not really doing a snap freeze, is it? No, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Change snap point. Hey, there we go. That's one of the things I was looking for. Left alt offset. Yeah, there's the other one. Control zoom camera. That's nice. So F. This is what I wanted. So I want it to be up as high as it can go. I think that looks good. Then can we just build off of this? No. Okay, so then we can't build this way. Let me see how I can make a clan real quick. That's store. Oh, that's right. O is clan. Find a clan. Create a clan. Now we gotta think of a clan name. It's funny, I'm a big anime fan, so I always think of like Maple Story or those kind of stuff, or Maple for Real Fury whenever I play MMOs. What are other clan names? Let's think of that. So if I were to search a clan, what are people naming? Star, Let It Bleed, Pronghorn. See, Misguided, Fools, that's pretty funny. Holy Cross, wow. Final Regiment, Ascension. Shack boys. The Last Hearth. Grumpy Old Timers. Yeah, some of these are pretty funny. I'm not a big fan of Death and Taxes. Some of these are little Wolfies. Dragon Shadow. Die with Music. Monks. Kingdom of Solitude. Factory. I'm trying to figure out what our clan name is gonna be. Hmm. How do you spell that? We refresh the list. See if we can get a bunch of new names. I don't care. Yeah, 4 members. I hear you. Evicted? That's pretty good. It's like for every 5 I see, it's like a really good. Yeah, Lone Wolf. I saw a lot of this in the prequel. I like the work you did on the emblem. And Dead Lords. Pax Dei. I'm glad I don't have a food, like a hunger meter. That's pretty good. Yggdrasil's Branch. That's pretty creative. Zodiac Braves. I feel like that goes right up there with Final Fantasy Tactics, since that released not too long ago. Wayfarers? What does that sound familiar? Winterfell. There's the George R. Martin. Oh, by Lady Fantasy, of course. That's pretty good. The Golden Company sounds familiar too. All right, let's do create a new clan. 2 to 30 letters. No symbols or numbers, must be unique. I always try to make sure I spell. I'm terrible at spelling, so I always try to make sure I spell everything correctly before I hit it. Because I don't know what's worse. Why did that leave? Clan system is unavailable right now? Oh no! I should have hit it 2 seconds sooner. How do I set waypoint? So there's my castle. Let me see if I can toggle. So let's toggle weapons to go back to social. Find a clan. Create a new clan. Let's see if we can just go quick. Two to 30 letters, no symbols or numbers must be unique. Create clan. Yeah, okay. Edit this. See what we can get. Randomize. Let's see what randomization gives. Oh yeah, I like the dragon. We do background color 2. Oh. How do I change foreground color? I think maybe blue might be a better. That doesn't look half bad. We'll do that for now. Membership. Applicants pending clan advertisement disband. Okay, now that I have a clan, title and announcement. There you go, just something generic. Applicants pending invites. Clan advertisement. Let's not advertise for now. That's fine. That's fine. Nice! You have a bio. I don't even know if I need to do that. I think I've spelled it enough to know. Okay, how do I invite people? Oh. There we go. I'll have my friend try to join the clan that way, and I bet you I have to accept the invite. We're trying to get together. Okay, so now that this is built, how do I go back to building? So we're at foundation. Okay, if it won't let me build this high of a foundation, we have to pick a middle ground. Let's destroy what we got. And we kind of want to split the difference, because we don't want to be too high, but we don't want to be too low. And was it F was the good? So it was F and left alt. Yeah. I think trying to make it level with the mountain. See if I can use my mouse. I think that's the sweet spot. Okay. Now it should snap. There we go. Snap 1. Doesn't have to be a perfect snap. We have resources. Just want to get some of this together. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. Does it make it all the way to the edge? I want to see how far I can go before I go to the other direction. Okay, then that's making me go up. Okay, perfect. I think we got it that way. Let's change the focal point F. Yeah, let's make it a little easier to build. Okay, so far it looks good. How are we over here? We're out of rock. Or are we? Because there's a bunch of rock right here. Let's go back to recently built. Crafting. Furnishings. We want storage. A simple chest. Saying saying you need a simple chest for a simple chest does not help. Maybe I just have to build, as in like the crafting menu. That's repairs. That doesn't help. It should have been in here. Oh, I just saw a flash on social. So membership. And reject. Promote. I wonder what the difference between an elder and an alderman is. I wonder if it's like guild leader versus recruit. Okay. Let's see where he's at. Okay, cool. So my buddy's coming. I can close down all of that. All right, how do we make storage? Because it says a simple chest, ingredients, a simple chest, and that just doesn't fly. Oh, maybe I need crafting. Okay, so this is construction. We don't need construction. We need furnishings, but there's a step in between. So we need long sticks, long workbench, campfire's close, wood chopping block sounds right. So we're going to start in this corner because we can't build out. So now we get planks, beams, and stock. So none of that is still... But we now want 4 beams and 6 plank. I have to drop something. I'm going to drop the boar carcass. I'm gonna drop the boar carcass in a better area that I can pick it up later. Alright, good. We're gonna drop that. So we want beams and planks. Craft. So this is moderate, so this may fail. Yeah, see, failed, but we still get experience and we get some of the thing that we're trying to craft back. We have a ton of sapwood, so it kind of doesn't matter. Alright, so we got 10 beam. Or 10 plank. Now we need beam, which beam's a lot harder. And typically you don't want to do this. Typically you want to build plank to the next level. But as you can see, it unlocks recipes. And more importantly, I'm trying to build the workbench. So this is like any other crafting game at this point. This is your basic workbench. I'm looking for a simple chest. We need more planks. So then once we get planks going and get a chest, we're going to go chop down some trees and just keep making planks. So we can level this to completion. So then that should get us simple chest. Can we craft it? No more room. See? Catch 22, right? Is there another wooden spot? So 50. So 50 is the max. These are the wooden slots we had. Okay, so I'm going to drop the one sapwood so we can craft the simple chest. Hope it doesn't fail, because then we got to start. Alright, thank goodness. So then we want to place under furnishings, simple chest. Which direction is in front? Can you snap? So again, F changes snap point. Left shift is free snap. We definitely do not want that. Just throw one down. All right, now we can start just dumping. Does it auto sort? H. What is this? H is treasure, deposit, withdraw. I have no idea what that is. Private's fine. Move stacks, which is what we've been doing, but not sort. That's crazy. So we want to keep these relatively sorted by what they are. So this is reeds and kind of flowery stuff. Sand we don't want, but seeds can go in. Clay, flint, flower, blueberry we want to keep on us. Resin. Alright. Let's see if we can make another one for wood stuff. Then we're gonna have to go chop some stuff. So we need to chop. Yeah, we definitely need more of these as well. So we need chop and stone. Okay, now we can eat another blueberry. I don't know if we're gonna get to bed. Like, I need to get to bed as the human, but I think there's a bed mat that we can make too. Why is it not? There it goes. Wait a little bit to get that stamina going. Alright, so we're gonna quit. What the heck? Come on. So we're going to quit in the next 20 minutes or less, depending how far we get. But the good news is we're established, so this should go much, much faster now. That's the hardest part you witnessed in Pax Day, is the beginning. Because you got to make all these decisions that affect your growth, whether you know it or not. I want to make sure we didn't mess up our foundation. That's why I'm prioritizing the stone over wood right now. Because I want to put more foundation down if we can, and make sure that's good before logging off for the night. How much inventory do we have? We have quite a bit of inventory now. That's where sand can go. I just try to drag to the bottom so that way you can kind of see where stuff goes. Ooh, obsidian. Can't be cut. I'm not trying to cut. I'm trying to mine. I wonder if it's going to get lost in the bush. Yeah, out of stamina. That makes sense. That we want to try to cut down the fir saplings. Oh no, if I can't cut these, we may have a new problem. I may have to go somewhere else for wood. I just assumed we could cut them. Picking that back up before that expires. Same with this. Foundation. Let's get that going again. So building, furnishings. So you do use clay, but that's fine for now. Very touchy. Yeah, other than the objects being there, the height looks good. So we can just build this way. Why does that not count? Oh, because I'm out of stone. That's an acceptable reason. Simple chest. What does it take to make the chest? So we want just planks for days. So just take everything we can and just make all the planks. So why we're making all the planks is because it's yellow, so this is my lowest recipe crafting. And at this point, it's like any other crafting game that you've played. Yep, you're just trying to level, you're just trying to craft. See how I went to green already? This is what I was saying. Normally you don't want to make stuff like the wooden beam until later, because the green stuff makes far less experience. Excellent. So then we can make more storage. Craft all here. So there's an art to this. I don't know if I should be crafting chests this early. Because again, it's yellow, it's leveling up carpentry. I could be leveling up carpentry just by crafting the wood stuff. But the reason why we're doing it is because we're limited on time of me playing. And I want to make sure we get plenty of these down. So at this point we can we move it without destroying it? No, I think you have to destroy it. And then you can move it. We'll go this way. Basic bench. Ooh, touchy. It has to be in the circle. That's good to know. Then we want more simple chests. I don't think the chests have to be front or back. I think they're just cosmetic. But there is a left to right thing we may want to try where you can min-max your space a little bit by having them nudged. It may not seem like it matters, but I think you get gypped out of like one storage space at the end if you don't. But I don't know how much people care either because it's a pretty finicky system. If you can see how hard I'm trying to like not move and it's still a gap in between. Okay, now we're missing ingredients. So now we have what's the first one? Like floury stuff. The next one can be meats. The next one can be fiber or do we not have animal carcass? Yeah, I don't see it if we do. Next one can be metals. That'd be like sand, obsidian, lead. There's the raw animal hide. Backup one. Hide can go in there. Sand, ore, clay, flint, clay, blizzard. Wood will be next. This helps me know what I need to mine. Or like harvest, I guess would be the correct answer. Wood, nope, that's the next one. Wood, food, just because that's an us thing. Yeah, then these can go back into here. So I am limited right now. I need to repair. I don't know what it takes to repair things. But yeah, just like now it's just a crafting game, right? Now you're trying to build up your tools. You're trying to repair. I don't remember how to repair, so let's see if we can go through that real quick. So this repairs. Repair item? Ah, but it loses lifetime. I'm okay with that. So the idea here is as you lose durability, you lose lifetime. It's directly proportional, so you don't have to like min-max this at all. As you lose lifetime, the tool will eventually die, and then you got to remake it. And that's the appeal for the crafting side of things, is as you use things, you run out. Which is fine. You get so much of everything that I'm not worried about the low-level stuff. I'm more worried about the high-end stuff. So that's the ingredients and skills. So yeah, that's kind of the game. You fight a bit, you craft a bunch, hopefully make money. Yeah. What else can we make real quick? So we want to focus on the building. So we built a chest, we built a bench, we build foundation. These are all recently built, so that makes sense. So we eventually want a kiln, so that's part of why you need clay. Then we want a campfire for cooking. Then you want a log workbench and basic furnace. So it seems like we need clay, wood, and stone still is our biggest bottleneck. And then these can be, I guess, a stool. Cosmetics, yeah. Yeah, so that's where we're going to focus, is on these building sections. And then from there, once we start, like, once we get the basic furnace, then we can start smelting, then we can start smelting like copper, and then we can really start getting into our tools. But until then, oh yeah, that's the other thing. What is H? So this is saying, cast this for free. That's not what I'm interested in. What about C? You can get some blessings. Gathering. So it's wood cutting, mining, foraging, and skinning. So those are your categories. What does like one of these do? Alchemy +1, baking +1? Yeah, let's just do like, I don't want to do carpentry +1, let's say. But what's a good early game one? jewel crafting? Let's try that. Oh, but it's only 30 minutes. So I guess you get +1 in it, but it only lasts for 30 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna have to play with this. I've never messed with this system, but gathering is gonna be where it's at for me. I wonder if you can just start paying people to buy stuff, too. Alright, we'll have to figure that out. That's where we're gonna call it. Have a good night, everyone, and thanks for watching.